Hello and welcome to the Infield Chatter podcast.
That was wondering. I was wondering if you were gonna do it.
Sometimes you gotta build the suspense. Oh yeah,
We're here, baby.
We're doing it. We're in the season, episode 11, if I am remembering correctly. What's going on, Eric? How's it going?
Oh, I'm just living the dream, baby. Having a pretty sweet Monday.
Yeah, it's been nice that someone gifted me their MLB TV login. So now when I'm like traveling gig to gig, there's always baseball on. So if I'm like, cool,
Yeah.
I can go listen to a baseball game like for the next 3 hours, just keep bouncing around. Like it's been great. It's a real dream come true. So
yeah, no, I get sad when there's no day game, or like if there's one day game and something bad happens and it gets postponed or something. It really throws off my afternoon.
well, today's one of those weird days where it's April, which means that some of these Midwest cities are gonna get a little too cold, and they canceled 2 games today. The Guardians Detroit game in Detroit canceled, and then the White Sox game also canceled because of the weather.
And then Boston had a rain delay, and then I did already see a video. There was like, I don't know, 30 to 40 shirtless dudes in the bleachers in the rain having a pretty great time on a Monday afternoon in Boston.
That's what I'm saying. It's Patriots Day today, so they're getting rowdy for the big day.
That's right.
But yeah, it's just crazy that on a day where we're in April, it was 80 degrees here. They were like, yeah, we'll switch back to 30. So ruining baseball season. Don't approve of it.
Well, they all need to play. I'm not saying that every single team needs to build a dome and play inside, but I am suggesting underground baseball.
Ooh, okay. Go.
Yeah.
What would that be about?
We just build like bunkers and have baseball fields down there. It'll be like NORAD, but useful.
I mean, they already do they're like pit batting practice down
underground. See, we're halfway there. So
would be really easy to telegram. That's almost like I want to go to. Have you seen the like baseball top golfs where it's like the ball shoots up and then you can hit it against a screen and then you can kind of like that's
project,
how you
see where it went. I've kind of seen videos of this. I'd love to go to a place like that.
Well,
put on a clinic.
I mean, we're gonna have to either get that or you're gonna have to come out and we're gonna have to do a day at Sluggers sometime.
Yeah, you've seen me.
So.
You've seen me in the cages. I'm relentless.
Hey, you keep your eye on the ball, and that's what's number one. So.
Yep, just like the Yankees, I'm a savage in the box.
All right. Well, let's get into some stuff going on. So I saw someone point this out. I like it. Early MVP, if you want to look into it. Garrett Cole, what a great year he's had. If you want to like jump on something way too early, someone pointed this out. He's having a great season. I looked at what's happening. He has the most wins right now. Again, it's April. I know that. But
what
if you
three wins?
He's at 4 wins now, baby.
He's
number
wins.
1. Yeah. See, which sounds like a silly amount, but you know.
I know he was straight fire yesterday.
Oakland only has 5 wins total, so 4 wins total. So one pitcher has as many as the Oakland A's right now.
I mean, you got to be flying pretty high.
So that was my first way too early thing I'm already saying. Also, if Miles Straw keeps stealing bases at the rate he is, keep an eye on him because he's putting numbers up too. So those are my 2 I love.
The stolen base could actually be a MVP category. You know, that could weigh in more in the MVP. There have been astronomically more stolen bases this season than previous seasons. It's pretty fun actually.
I think even this year, like the runs, there's just been so many high scoring games. Like, how can you not like that? The game where the Twins put up 9 in the first inning against the Yankees. What a great game to watch.
Right. And then I think Marlins Phillies, like one team blew them out one day, next team exact opposite happened.
Yeah.
The other team blew them out.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's been pretty cool. I want to see. I was going to look it up. Okay. Miles Straw doesn't even have the most amount of runs on the Guardians. That's interesting. I would have assumed with as many bases as he stole, he would have more, but
getting left on base a lot.
Gimenez has 17 runs scored. That's pretty good. Pretty good so far. So that is that. What do you got?
Oh, I had a pretty fun weekend watching the Cubs-Dodgers series. Cody Bellinger's return to Los Angeles.
Oh yeah.
It was a little dramatic as it should be. my boy Cody was getting his standing O as he well deserved. You know, he got MVP honors, World Series champion, smoked weed with Snoop Dogg probably. People of Los Angeles love that kind of behavior, and he was getting a standing ovation, and he got called for a strike on a pitch clock violation. The umpire had no patience whatsoever. So I don't know if there's a rule for that, but I did see there was some commentary in some other games the next day, different teams completely talking about how it would have an impact on the players getting that moment in baseball. Like there's always, that is one of the things of baseball is that every now and then when something phenomenal happens, everybody takes a second to recognize it, like a 3,000th hit, things of that nature. And so it is going to see how that plays in, if they're going to have any leeway for cool shit to go down, or is it just going to be no fun, all business, get out of here in an hour and 45 minutes?
Yeah, I think it'd probably be all business, no fun right now with the rules. They're gonna be as strict as they can, which makes sense. Like, even I think I might have mentioned this before, or maybe I didn't, but someone was saying like it's tough when you have like a pitch like buzz right by your face. Normally you'd have like a second to be like collect myself. Now it's like, all right, sorry, you got to get like right back into it. There's no like shaking it off. So, yeah, I mean, it's fast. The game is a lot faster. As we are gonna say every single time, I'm sure when we discuss this pitch clock thing, but
yeah. So Cody got busted for a pitch clock violation during standing ovation. He might be the first player in baseball history to get that. I added to the list of cool shit he's done, and then he hit 2 home runs, I think, couple home runs back in LA, and then also robbed Jason Haywood, former Cub. They pretty much had like a Freaky Friday situation where they switched lives, and Hayward plays for the Dodgers, and and Cody plays for the Cubs, and Cody Bellinger, as a Chicago Cub, robbed Jason Hayward of a home run in center field. And then the crowd booed him after he caught it, and he gave him like the what the fuck. So it's a pretty good time if you're Cody Bellinger or just at the Cubs-Dodgers game. And the Cubbies are rocking. And so they are 2 games out of first place right now. And I know it is early, but the Cardinals are in last. Holy shit.
The Cubs have been awesome. I mean, they I was looking at this new website I really like for sports stats, and they are, well, at least for tonight's game, Cubs are 7-1 in their last 8 games versus left-handed starters. They're 7-1 in their last 8 games during a game 1 of a series. I mean, they're 5-2 in their last 7 road games versus the left-handed starter. I mean, they're just like, they're rocking, and they're doing really good. They're an underrated team, and every time they're listed on a sports book as being plus money, I'm like, thank you very much for giving me free money for not realizing the Cubs are good. So I'm a fan.
They're good. They're a mixed bunch, and they're all kind of settling together. I was watching one of the guys who's too new for me to know his name still was talking about how the clubhouse, like everybody's kind of settling into their roles. Like there's old guys, there's veterans, there's new rookies, there's people who are in their prime. They're all kind of like, there's only 4 guys that were like had starting roles last season that are still there. So it's like a whole new team. And then the pitcher,
and David Ross knows how to keep it all together. He's still
Grandpa
fresh out
Rossi.
of it.
Yeah, and then
I thought of this. Hold on. So I thought of this recently. So someone was mentioning like it's weird that baseball is one of the few sports that the coach dresses like the players. I think every game the manager should have to take one at bat, like a designated hitter role, just one time for the game. Every team should have to have their manager one at bat, just to mix it up a little bit. That would make it a lot more fun, I think.
Yeah, you want to see Brian Snitker from the Braves?
I want to see Terry Francona step up to the box. Yeah,
I bet you Terry still runs the cages, I'm sure.
So that's a rule I'd like added if they're gonna keep adding rules for fans.
Okay, no, we'll put that in the maybe column. I'm all about if they're gonna keep changing the rules, we might as well spitball a couple of our own.
Yeah.
So, that's not a bad. I think maybe if your team's up by 10 runs in the 8th or later, your mascot has to pitch. How about that?
That's a good one. I like
somebody call the commissioner.
You start sneaking in players to be like the mascot.
Yeah, and all of a sudden you got your star closer is wearing a fucking
dressed as Slider. Yeah, I love
Mhm.
that. Yeah,
Mm.
Cubs. Sorry, so I derailed your Cubs thing. They're great. They're doing awesome this
Yeah. Oh,
year.
yeah. The pitcher described the team himself as nasty. So spread the word. You heard it here. Cubs are nasty this year.
Well, and I think they have a really easy, good schedule. So they go Oakland, they go back to LA, then they go to San Diego, who is struggling.
Mm-hmm.
Miami, the Nationals, that's an easy few games to pick up.
Yeah. No,
I
they're
mean,
gonna be all right.
they're gonna be all right.
They're gonna be in the win column. That flag is gonna be flowing in the breeze.
True.
So
The
I
fans
like
are
it.
excited. Hey, the fans are excited about it. I went and talked to a few of them last week on the street. The town is
Mm-hmm.
buzzing. They're
It's
they're
way
excited for
more. It's way more exciting than last season. So
it. Yeah, last season was basically a wash for them.
yeah, they might as well have had the hot dog vendors playing last year. It was not good. I think they may have. Who was Frank Schwindel?
So speaking of where you're at, Colorado. So I think I've seen this before. This is something I'm going to go with just because I like it. Anytime a team travels to play the Rockies on the first game, always take the Rockies because of the air density is different and people just aren't always ready to handle it. I think that's a
It's
great like
tough here. The
strategy.
elevation, the beer hits different if you go out drinking the night before. You get they sell oxygen at the gas station here now in canisters that you can just huff in your face.
Yeah, is that a legal substance according to Major League Baseball, do you think?
Oxygen, I don't think
I
so,
don't think so.
but
I'm just kidding.
I think they have. I think the players use it too, specifically, but
I've seen football players use it. I don't think I've ever seen like baseball players come off from like
it's yeah, it's mostly for the tourists.
yeah,
Um, but no, I totally
just
buy
something
that.
fun to go litter around the city with some
Yeah,
more.
yeah, tons of these aluminum cans just out in the river now. It's
Very
great.
fun.
Yeah. But no, I've heard of this conspiracy before, and I have tried to keep tabs on in the past. So good luck. Um, I think it does weigh into it completely. It's kind of like the Vegas flu, in hockey days.
Yeah,
And
Miami
but
for
yeah,
basketball.
is that a thing?
Yeah, dude,
You can go
partying
down and
Miami.
party
Hell
too
yeah,
hard in South Beach.
South Beach. Yeah,
Hey, shit, it'd be like that sometimes. So yeah, I would be interested to see how that plays out this season. So if you got a spreadsheet or something you're keeping track of,
they got the Pirates
nope,
tonight. I don't right
yeah,
now, but I will make one. But yeah, they play the Pirates tonight. Or I'm sorry.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
they
Rockies
do.
play the Pirates tonight. Pirates just came off extra innings last night against the Cardinals. They had to travel. Then they got I mean, perfect little storm, I think. Big
Mm-hmm.
fan of it. Big fan of
But
it.
I mean, the Rockies do suck. So good luck. Good luck on
Thanks.
that.
They're not the worst team though.
Nope.
Oakland A 3 wins. I was wrong earlier. I gave them an extra win. So they have one less win than Garrett Cole has right now.
They almost won yesterday. Very close. Very close.
Yeah, that's what the A is for. Almost won.
Almost. Yeah, they don't get that W. They get that A.
And then the Diamondbacks in first right now in the NL West. That's also a pretty exciting
That's the most
thing.
shocking. I think everybody expected San Diego. I'm not. I mean, I know the world picked the Dodgers, but like I said, I said in the preseason episode that I don't think the Dodgers are a first place team.
Hey,
But the
it's
Diamondbacks,
documented.
I couldn't tell you a guy on the team. I know zero players for the
I just pulled
Diamondbacks.
up their roster and I'm like, I don't know who any of these people are.
Yeah.
Edison
So,
Gardner is the only pitcher I know on their
oh, he's still there. Yeah.
he's
No. Good luck
still
to
there.
them. Good luck to them. So, the NL West is kind of boring because it's always the Dodgers, and it's always maybe the Diamondbacks, maybe the Padres, but it's so boring. So
Bummer.
I like to see some action. I like to see not the Dodgers.
Yeah,
I'll
coming
take it.
from the AL Central, I would like Cleveland to stop dropping games in the last few innings because that's been what they've been doing a lot. Is just dropping
Yeah,
games in the last like bottom 2 innings. It's just been
blowing
it's
it.
been yeah. They just they don't hit home runs ever, so that's a bummer. And their defense right now is just atrocious. There's like no communication. I've watched them do that thing where you watch both of them kind of assume the other has it and then just drop it
Mm-hmm.
way too many times this year. And I'm gonna look this up for next time, but they probably hit into the most double plays probably out of anybody. I'm sure there's someone worse, but I'm sure they're up there. So
Enough to where it resonates deep with you
I
because you've
mean,
watched them.
it's every time it happens, I'm like, yep, that's right, because we don't hit out of the
That's what they
infield. We
do. Do they
just
have
run
do they
out
have
from
do they have in
singles.
play betting where you can just bet double play every time?
Ooh, interesting. Maybe I'm gonna have to look that up. That's another good one.
Because speaking of blowing
Think
it,
it with your head.
Javier Baez got benched
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
for multiple reasons, which include forgetting how many outs there are. Uh,
I
he's
mean,
just I don't know. I couldn't tell you. Javi's my boy, but he has been unfocused all of last season, and he seems to just be getting more unfocused. And
it's not like there's that many to remember. There's either one, two outs,
or
or
that's
or it's
it,
it.
or zero, or
That's it.
zero. It's
Yeah.
zero, one, or two. It's
It
never.
no. If it's different if it's like football, you have to remember
Yeah,
the downs because technically, the fourth one really doesn't
changes a
matter
lot.
most of the time.
Yeah,
But this is simple. 1-2. That's it.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's
When you
pretty
sent me
easy.
that clip of him, my jaw almost dropped.
No,
Like
he's already got a bad rep for swinging at everything outside of the zone. If it's low and outside, that's the Javier special. But it's not. This does not bode well for his reputation. He's quickly becoming the JaVale McGee of Major League Baseball.
well, and he also is becoming that stereotype of like, oh, you give somebody a bunch of money and then they just like
And then they just
don't
do
worry
fucking
about
nothing
it.
with it. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. He's put on weight. He's dyed his hair blonde. He doesn't seem to give a fuck about how bad he's playing. I'm still for it. I still like to see it. Whatever. The Cubs wouldn't pay him, so somebody got to.
Yeah.
I'm glad Detroit picked up the check on that.
I mean, again, what is their team even? It's just stat padding for Miguel Cabrera to end out
Yeah,
the year.
yeah. And
So
then a fun fact about Javi, I don't know if you know this. He has a unique tattoo on the back of his neck. He has the
this is
Major League
my
Baseball.
least favorite fact about any baseball player in the history of baseball players.
So
Yes, go ahead.
you're gonna love this story. I met
All
a
right, go
guy,
ahead.
bartender at a comedy club in Fort Collins, who's a Cubs fan who has that same tattoo, and he got it because he's a Javier Baez fan.
Getting the Major League Baseball symbol does not make you a Cubs fan. That
I
is
think
the
no,
lamest
he got it. He told me that he got it because Javier Baez has it.
Yeah, but you have a Major League Baseball symbol. That's insane to me.
Right, but no other player has it on the back.
That
Javier
doesn't matter.
Baez,
That's still what it is at the end of the day. It's just the Major
Javier,
League Baseball.
he got that logo tattooed on the back of his neck because that's where it is on the uniform to give him
No,
inspiration
I got
to drive himself to
yeah,
become a Major League Baseball player
but your friend getting it just because he
in
has
honor
it.
of
No,
in honor of Javi. He got matching Javier Baez tattoos.
if
I
he
have a
has
matching tattoo with my best friend. We're connected through space and time.
well, if he had a tattoo of Javier Baez having a tattoo on it, then I would
Oh,
be like,
it's got
that
to
makes
be.
sense.
It should be the MLB logo, but it's Javier Baez, but then swinging at a pitch down and outside.
Well, all right, here's the deal. Next time I see you, we'll if we ever start a Patreon, that's what we'll raise money for, is you getting that tattoo.
Do you mean us getting that tattoo?
Okay, you just doubled the amount of money we have to raise, but deal. I'm
Yeah, yeah. We'll get a 2-for-1 deal.
yeah. Um hell yeah. Yeah, there a lot of good games coming up in this series. The Brewers have been really good and they're playing the Mariners, who also are pretty good. That'll be a series I really am going to be excited to watch some games of. Again, the Cubs, I am happy when they're doing well, so that'll be good. The Rays are probably going to keep dominating. I'll take them in any game coming up. Um yeah,
Blue Jays Astros, that's not bad. Be
uh
a fun time. And then Yankees Angels, that's probably the big market one.
yeah, I think DeGrom is going today for the Rangers. Here's another thing
How's he doing? Do you know?
I think because the Rangers are doing pretty well, he must be doing pretty well, right?
I don't know.
They're
Let's see.
9-6. Yeah. Well, here's as you look that up, someone pointed out another little like tidbit I'd not thought of is teams that play on the Sunday night that have to travel always lose the Monday first game.
Okay.
I don't know if that's true. I don't know if it's not, but it's definitely something.
So what was last night was Texas and Houston.
Yeah. and they
Who do they
traveled
play today?
yesterday. Oh my
Also, what
gosh.
are they both? What are they both tired?
Yeah, everybody's just really sleepy from traveling. No, they played
Oh,
Kansas City in Kansas City. That's not a far trip, you know?
and then the Astros stayed home,
Yeah, that's nice for
or
them.
went home, which was also in Texas, but Texas is not that big. Let's be honest. But Degrom, we got Degrom stats. He's got 16.2 innings pitched, 8 earned runs, 1 home run, 2 walks. That's impressive. And 27 strikeouts, also impressive. 4.32 ERA.
Hey, that's pretty
That's
good. Like nine
for
and
four
six, they're
four
first in
games.
the AL West, so you know,
Yeah.
not too shabby.
And
Uh,
then
yeah. Cool. Well, what we were talking about home run celebrations. That's the hot thing right now. It feels like every team decided this was the year they were going to get some sort of
everybody's
celebration or
everybody's got
something.
it. Yeah, it started with big chains or fucking that cowboy hat that the Angels had a couple years ago was fun. But no, every team's got some goof troop shit. The Orioles have the weirdest stuff going on. They have the beer bong that they fill with water,
Yeah,
which is weird. And then
my least favorite one for
oh
sure.
yeah, they had one where the guy got a double and then he pretended to be he made like a sprinkler motion and then 3 guys on the bench spit water out of their face at the same time to be the sprinkler or something. I'm not sure what that's about, but that's pretty weird. Um
You know, it just shows like baseball players have so much time on their hands.
they really do.
We should be tasking them with solving more of the world's problems if they have all this
Hey,
time on their hands.
anything to get them off the video games in my opinion is good news. They play a little bit too much Fortnite. So
How do you know that? Is that
that's
true?
that's a thing that baseball players do. Big
Okay.
MLB Fortnite community. Uh
You heard it here first, guys.
no. I heard that a couple years ago on
Oh,
the
really?
internet. Yeah. But but no,
The
there's some
Angels
cool
have the
ones.
samurai one. That's pretty dope.
Yeah. Some cultural appropriation. That's pretty sweet.
I mean, Shohei brought it over for them,
Oh,
so I
okay. Well
guess like that makes it a
then
little. I if
then let
I'm
it ride.
remembering correctly, the
Then
Pirates have
let
like
it
a
ride.
sword. I don't know if you've
That's my
seen the
favorite
pirate
one.
sword.
They go full pirate. They're fucking
I heard
uh,
they're a fan like commissioned or found it for them and got it
yeah,
for
if they
them.
hit back-to-back home runs, they chop off the third base coach's leg. Make the hot dog vendors walk the plank.
Oh my god.
They're really
Um,
authentic. They're real authentic in Pittsburgh.
yeah, I like a little personality and things like bat flipping and all that. Having these kind of things, like
Oh yeah,
that's.
there was
I'm
that.
glad they're doing
I'm
it.
for it. I'm for strikeout. I want more pitchers to flex on huge strikeouts, and so.
James Karnachek, he loves it. He's got the swag. He
hmm
does all the silly movements. Yeah,
And
big
then
fan.
there was a college game where the pitcher got thrown out for flexing too hard, but I did watch the replay, and he kind of crossed the line. He like kept doing it for like 2 minutes at the dugout and shit, and
Yeah.
just kept like barking at the other team's bench, and so he got ejected. And then a couple of whatever innings later, they hit a grand slam for that team, and then just ran the bases all stoic and like didn't high five anybody to make a statement to the umpire. But when you watch the first video of the pitcher, you're kind of like, yeah, he deserved to get ejected.
hmm
So
You know, I love a good like smack talking, but you got it's like just a little, just like enough to like acknowledge it,
yeah.
and then you got to keep it moving. You
Well,
can't be there all
mostly
day.
I'm from the position that you could do whatever you want to, but don't look at the other team's bench when you do it, because then you're like making eye contact with them and taunting them. Like you
Yeah.
can flex towards your side of the ballpark. Let but don't. That's where you can get. That's when it starts to get a little weird.
Yeah.
But
I
I'm
hear
for
it.
it. I think they should be having more fun. So, uh, you know.
I love it. Yeah,
These unwritten rules are not my favorite.
yeah, I'll be excited to see if the Guardians come up with anything. I feel my only worry is Terry's too old school baseball to let them have some
Ah,
sort of thing. But who
you
knows?
got
That could be what they need like mid season to give like a big major league esque like ripping off each little piece. They just get some sort of thing in the dugout to build them up. That's what they need. I don't know. They're
yeah.
fine, but
Or
I
maybe
don't-
they don't need their own celebration because they already have their own mustard and they know that they're cream of the crop.
Wow, great point. That
Uh,
maybe that they do a mustard fountain.
hey, that'd be
Double
cool.
down. I love that.
Yeah, bring your own pretzels.
Yeah. Oof. Pretzel and some Cleveland
That
Stadium
Cleveland
mustard.
mustard.
Gimme.
Is there
Gimme.
another ballpark that has their own mustard? Do they stand alone?
That's a great question. Do not
It is a
know.
great question.
That's one of those things where there's just too many goofy foods that it's almost impossible to really have that answer. So
Yeah,
that's
we'll have
definitely
to do
something I
some.
want to dig into more.
I'll get my people on that one, and we'll find out for next
Yeah,
time.
see if our corrections department can redeem itself by doing a little research ahead of time.
Yeah. I like
well,
to
yeah.
think there's probably a team out there has their own relish too. Why stop? Why,
If not, maybe we start a baseball team so we can start our own relish company. Work backwards.
I think maybe I'll just start my own relish company.
Start pitching it outside games. I love that.
Spicy relish.
Is that what it's going to be called?
No, I'll have to come up with a much better name than that.
Okay. Awesome. All right. Well, this has been a great episode. Hey, Denver Nuggets, how far are they going to go in the NBA playoffs?
All the way, baby.
I love that for you.
All the way.
Hell yeah. All right. Well, thank you guys for listening. It's been a great episode. Ian Field Chat. I'm Tyler. That's Eric.